Good morning. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Missed the plunge in the lake this morning, so I'm gonna get a little dip in the garage here. Got snowed in. Just finished shoveling. Those first few seconds make the experience. And just after that intense wave passes, such a deep feeling of surrender. So this morning I wanted to talk a little bit about the idea of freedom. I've been reading a lot about this from different philosophers, seeing what the great minds have to say about the concept of freedom, because this has been really on my mind, especially over the last few years, where in a lot of ways our freedom has been challenged, and the word freedom has kind of become a dirty word in some circles too. And freedom is often associated with the idea of freedom of speech, free will, bodily autonomy, sovereignty, freedom to choose. And these are all extremely important ideas. But what I wanted to offer is the idea of freedom from attachment, freedom from suffering, freedom from illness, freedom from addiction, freedom from distraction. This is the sort of freedom that is experienced through being very present to your experience. This is the freedom that is achieved inwardly, internally, not just manifested externally. And I wanted to talk about some of the things that can distract you from this presence, from this freedom to be fully in your experience at any given moment. Two big distractions are the mind wants to have control, and the body wants to feel good. These two big distractions will pull you out of being in the experience, being in the moment fully. So what would it feel like to just let go of that need to control everything? Just release it. Be okay not knowing. Just be open. And what might it feel like to let go of any preference as far as sensation, as far as what your body's feeling? Like right now, some very strong sensations are moving through my body. And I'm not labeling them as pleasant or unpleasant. I'm just allowing myself to be present to this experience. And it's incredibly liberating. Buddha talked about big causes. The causes of suffering in general are craving and aversion, or clinging to something that you desire, something you think will make you feel better, which is usually in some imagined moment projected into the future. Like we're waiting for the next moment to be better than this one. Or aversion, which is the resisting of your experience if you don't like it. And this resistance and craving and clinging, these two contrasting drives pull us into suffering and pull us out of the moment, pull us out of being present. And all of this life experience is happening right here. We can fully soak in exactly what's happening. All of the contrasts, what we might label as good and bad, or pleasant or unpleasant. We can be a space in this present moment for all of it. And it's incredibly liberating, So right now, my intention is to just breathe and be present, not to brace and be hard through it, but to be soft. To flow. To allow. Like the water. Oh yeah. Whew. And in that flow state, in that softening to your experience, there's strength. It opens you. Oh yeah. And then you become limitless.